Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. It is another week and another brand new Cadillac. Because this week for 20 points we have got the CT4-V. How it's any different from the CT5 I'll never know. Straight in from 2022, this is the CT4 Blackwing. It has 472 horsepower, 444 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs a whopping 3,860 pounds, but it does have a 3.56 litre engine. To be fair, it does look good, especially with the DRLs at the front on the left and right of the car, and they continue to the back in a sort of interesting kind of cool new style. But going to the inside, it is basically the same as the CT5, except that little touchscreen in the middle displays how fast we're going. So if I just move it forward a bit, you'll see that speed goes up. And now let's go ahead and take a listen to that engine. Sounds pretty good. Now, delving into conversions, what do we have? We have the option for an engine swap of, we have 4 different types. Okay, we've got the 8.4 litre V10 out of the Dodge Viper. We've got the 6.2 litre V8 POSC, whatever that's meant to be. We've also got a 7.7 litre V12, and we have a racing 7.2 litre V8. Now, while we were promised that a lot of the Cadillacs would have had a wide body, this one does not. It only has Forza Aero at the front, and if we go to the back, it also has Forza Aero or the option to remove the wing entirely. Honestly, if you ask me, that's a little bit of a shame. Anyway, we'll go ahead and put this thing onto some semi-slicks because it seems to start out on sport tyres. We're going to go ahead and widen them up a bit, both at the front and the back, and we're going to go ahead and take this thing racing. But first, let's see how much paint we can put on it. Once again, we have gone ahead and broken Forza Horizon 5 because if we take a listen, it's still idling in an area where it definitely shouldn't be. We've got nothing for advanced paint options, but if we go into manufacturer colours, we have the same set that we had for the CT5, which is a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colours, and I think this time we're going to start with a deep blue. Now the fun thing is, because I'm a Brit, I've never really seen the CTS, CT5 or CT4 in person, so if anybody happens to have one, just send me a message on Twitter, please. And away we go. We've got 500 and something brake horsepower, full slick tyres, and we're up against a lot of people, including a certain Jeep, which is just there that I think we can get past probably within this turn. In fact, let's go ahead and give it a go. There we go. Just slightly clung to Ford, but we've made our way past that too, and past a few other cars as well. Okay, this thing's starting to prove itself so far. Can it keep it going? There's a Nissan Z. Can we pass the trumpets? Come on, we can get past it. We have passed the trumpet, all before the first major turn, which is very impressive. Honestly, compared to cars I've driven in the past, this thing feels like an absolute dream to drive. It's a little drifty here in places, but honestly, it really does handle quite nicely. I think an extra nod as to how good this thing is there's still quite a fair gap between us and driver tires. Yes, they are right there, but there is still quite a gap between the CT4 and that lot. Anyway, let's go ahead and take ourselves across the line in a very well-deserved first place with the CT4. And let's see, we got a time of 2 minutes 9 seconds. Not bad. Well, that was very surprising indeed. I actually do like what happened there. But anyway, let's go ahead and switch this thing over to all-wheel drive. We're going to go down here and put the 7.2 litre V8 in, because we are going to make this thing into a twin-turbo drag build. And yes, we are so going to put anti-lag on it. Total horsepower figures 1,356. Oh god, this thing is going to be insane. Okay, drag build ready. Do we have a wheelie check? No wheelie from this one. Oh well. Okay, let's get our launch control at the ready, and away we go. Let's see what we can do with the 1,400, well, give or take a few, horsepower in the CT4. I know at some point I'm going to call it a CT5, so I apologise in advance about that. But oh well, 203 through the camera, and to the end of the drag strip we get 223, and then everything went orange. However, now we're going to go ahead and throw back on the full slick tyre compound, and we're going to go ahead and put this thing onto race springs and dampers, because we need to go and find out just how quick the CT4 really is. However, before we go any further, we of course have the McLaren Speedtail in the Forza Horizon shop this week for 600 points. We've got the Grit Reapers motocross helmet, we've got the Foghorns car horn, and we have the Mercedes AMG GTR. And now before we go any further, this video has been sponsored by myself. Yes, I now have a Twitter, go follow me on there. So here we are now over at the edge of the motorway with a lot of power and all-wheel drive on good tyres. And away we go. Let's go find out how quick this thing really truly can be. And through the speed zone at 261.45 miles an hour, and we are still going, but now we've got a little bit of a downhill and our local speed trap to go through. Now it's up here somewhere. Oh, there it is. 269 through the camera and going downhill 271, 272. Nope, we can only get 272 out of this thing, which is still fairly impressive given that this thing does actually look pretty cool. And honestly, yeah, I think it's actually done pretty good. And now we get to go take this thing drifting. Let's go ahead and chuck it into our local friendly little drift zone that we keep using and seeing how we do. It's had a little bit of a fit at the start, gone very, very wide, but we are still within the area of drifting, so we can get some points. And 38,131 points through there, which is not too bad. Going back the other way now, let's see, can we get 38 points again, or at least not hit the edge of the bridge? Well, we can hit the sign, I guess, but I don't think we're going to be getting 38,000. Nope, only 35,277 points, which is still quite a fair bit for this thing. So, is it a car worth getting? Honestly, yeah, I'd say it is. It's honestly a lot of fun and only 20 points on the playlist, which means you don't have to do much work at all, only about half an hour. But yeah, definitely go ahead and grab one of these for yourself. However, that'll be it from me for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Feel free to go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next vid. Thanks for watching, Tech out, see ya! I love the amount of anti-lag on this.